Hello, friends. Welcome back. It is time for reading. And like I told you, I'm having night school tonight. And I was getting a little hungry, so I thought I'd get a snack. I told you I was going to get a glass of milk. So I got my glass of milk right here, and I'm really enjoying it. And then I pulled up the sheet that we're going to be working on and reading. Remember, we're reading a news story called Hill of Fire about a volcano. And I pulled up the paper, and what should it say on the top but a recipe for cinnamon milk. You see it right up there? A recipe for cinnamon milk. Well, that made me really hungry, and I got to thinking about food to go with my milk. And I thought, what would be good right now? Because I haven't had supper yet. So I thought, maybe spaghetti. And that made me think about our guest teacher for today. Our guest teacher is someone who has a grandma that makes the best spaghetti ever, right? And that is our friend Jamia. So Jamia, congratulations. You're our guest teacher today. You're going to take us through our reading today. And today's recipe, today's page, let me pull it up for you, is actually a recipe for cinnamon milk, okay? I've never had cinnamon milk. Jamia, have you had cinnamon milk? Maybe we'll have to try it. Maybe we'll try it at school sometime. We can do whatever we want. That's if we ever get back to school. Maybe we'll have to make virtual cinnamon milk. We'll see what we can do with that. But Jamia is going to help me out with this recipe for another reason today. We talked about, remember when we were doing science and we were doing the science experiments in school? And we talked about how a science lab is a lot like a recipe. You've got the things that you need in the top. In a science lab, they're called your materials. And in a recipe, they're called your ingredients. And then you get down to the next part and you have the instructions on when to add the ingredient or when to add the materials in your science lab to make your science experiment work. And in a recipe, you have the instructions that tell you how to make the recipe. Okay, so they're very similar. And so that's another reason I wanted Jamia to be the guest teacher on this, is because when we were doing, what was it that we made? Was it the snow, when we made the colored snow? And Jamia was up at her desk and hers looked so good. She did such a great job on adding the water in there just perfectly for us. So Jamia, we're going to have you help us out with this recipe today, and we'll see, maybe if you like the recipe, you can try it at home and see if you can make some cinnamon milk. Do I have all these ingredients? I'm going to see, because if I do, I'm going to try to make it. And I'll show you how it turns out next. Okay, so for right now, let's get our name and our date on our paper. Okay, got my headband on. This is serious work. Name and date. That's not too bad. Must have been because we did handwriting last class. Today is 3. You know what? I may have accidentally written the wrong date on our last paper. Oh well. I don't remember. 3, 4, 21. All right, and let's read the directions. Jamia, you want to take us through those? It says, read the recipe, write the answers. All right, so just like a science lab or anything else that we've been doing in class, this activity has a title, and the title is Cinnamon Milk. Do you like cinnamon? I do. I like cinnamon a lot. I have a cat named Cinnamon over there on the farm. I do. I have a cinnamon cat. And now let's look at the ingredients. What do we need to make cinnamon milk? We need 1 cup of milk. Oh, I see a tie-in. I see a tie-in. A cup of milk. How much is a cup? You know how much a cup is. A cup is 8 ounces. Very good. Working that capacity in. Good job. A cup of milk. All right. We're going to circle that. We have been working on cup. We knew exactly. Yesterday, we wouldn't have known what that was, but today we got it. Then the next thing it's asking for is a tablespoon of honey. I wonder if I have honey. I might. I'll have to see. 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1/4 looks like this. That's 1 out of 4. That's if we have a whole teaspoon, we're only going to use a little bit of it, not even half of the teaspoon, even less than half. It's actually a half of a teaspoon of vanilla. And then 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. And let's read the directions, shall we, Jamia? Number 1, put all the items into a small saucepan. Stir to mix. Heat saucepan over low heat for 5 minutes or until the milk is warm. Stir often. Number 3, pour the milk into a mug and serve. Oh, we should try that, shouldn't we? We'll give that a go after this class. I'm going to make it after this class. You make it too. See if you like it. Okay, and let me erase that because I don't want any of my marks on there so you can see what needs to be written down on this. Right? Number 1 says, write a shopping list of the items needed to make cinnamon milk. What do we need to make cinnamon milk? Let's go look up here again. We need, what is it? We need milk, honey, vanilla, and cinnamon. So let's write those down. We need milk, honey, and here's what I'm going to let you do. There were 2 more things we needed to make cinnamon milk. You tell me what those are. Do you have to spell them correctly? Of course, because they're written right up here. Okay? Next one says, what size saucepan is needed to make cinnamon milk? Ooh, did you see it up there? Put all the items into a small saucepan. Small, there it is. There's your answer. I'm going to let you do that one. And here it says, how much milk is needed to make this drink? There it is right there. We need 1 blank of milk. Is that 1 cup, 1 pint, 1 quart, or 1 gallon? How long does the cinnamon milk need to be heated? Heat saucepan over low heat for 5 minutes or until the milk is warm. So we're going to let you help me out. 5 minutes. Or milk is all right. There you go. There is your activity. Need you to get all this done. Oh, I didn't even tell you. It's page 215. Better get that down too. Right there. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go make cinnamon milk. I will see you back here for social studies.